Grab the iced coffee and let's get controversial. Ladies and gentlemen, iced coffee's here and we're about to get controversial, everybody. So strap in, buckle your safety belts, and let's go as we get into this controversial topic going on right now among the internet, mostly over on like Twitter and YouTube and all that stuff. It's getting kind of crazy right now, but let's talk about this because I really want to talk about this. So I want to give my honest and probably unpopular opinion of Hunter Schafer being casted as Zelda. Now, full disclosure, she has not been cast. It has not been officially cast. This is just a rumor cast. This is something that is being talked about and apparently is really close to happening. And I just want to give my thoughts on Hunter Schafer possibly playing the one and only Princess Zelda. So I am a massive Zelda fan. I've been playing Zelda since the NES days back in the 80s, ladies and gentlemen. I am a Zelda fan, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you I'm a fan, I am a fan of the princess. There's only one princess to me, and that is Princess Zelda. Okay, not Princess Leia. Princess Zelda is my princess. I love Zelda. Going back to the NES days, just a massive fan of the IP. I even watched the horrible cartoon back in the day. And of course, the goated game of all time is Zelda, the Link to the Past, the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Absolutely. It's the game that like changed how I look at video games. And then from there, Ocarina of Time, and it went, it just kept expanding. And I always get super excited whenever there's a new Zelda game. So when I found out that we're going to be getting a live action Zelda movie, like this is something I dreamed about my whole life. Like we're going to get a live action Zelda movie. Like this is going to be like awesome. I can't wait to see what they do with this movie. And I really enjoyed the Mario movie. And I thought that was really done very well. It made over $1 billion. So okay, let's do Zelda. Let's do a live action Zelda. And right away, one of the things I saw years ago was a picture of this actress playing Zelda. And I always thought like, oh, that would be a great fan casting if that ever happened. Well, apparently it's close to happening. So this is where the controversy comes in. And I'm going to be unfiltered and be as real as I possibly can be. And it's going to probably aggravate a lot of people. And people are going to probably call me names and say bad things about me, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I want to give you my unpopular opinion. If you are not aware, Hunter Schafer is a trans actor. She is actually born male and transitioned into a female. And as you would expect, that would have controversy online with most people going, "Oh no, this will be bad." Basically the same people that we normally see. And over on Twitter, it's about the same thing, and it's not really great over on social media and the internet right now. It's just not great. And I didn't know the actress was trans. Like I just saw these pictures like a year or two ago, and I'm like, well, that would be a great fan casting. So here is my unpopular opinion, and I'm gonna get called names, and people are gonna say certain things about me, and like, oh my god, the parasite guy again. Like, here's my opinion, bro. She's perfect for this role. Perfect for this role. As a long-time Legends of Zelda fan, growing up with the original Legend of Zelda, the gold cartridge in the Nintendo, like playing that game. And even though the second game, like Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, it wasn't good, but like Link to the Past, like changed my life, man. Absolutely changed my life. I don't care if this actress is trans. I do not care. This is a person being hired to play a part. I don't care. The thing I always stand on is people should be allowed to live their life the way they want to be. If you were a male and you want to transition to a female, if that's something that makes you happy, do it. If you're a female that wants to transition into a male, if it makes you happy, do it. The thing that I always stood on was let people live their life. You want to be gay, you want to be lesbian, you want to be trans, that's perfectly fine. You should not have anybody hold that against you. I just don't want to be preached to, right? Like if Zelda comes in here and she's like, everybody in Hyrule, it is okay for you to be trans, right? Like they're not gonna do that, but like if Hunter Schafer comes in and like they're hitting you over the head, like trans rights and trans this and trans that, and it's like very like heavy on the messaging, I have a problem with that. But for a trans actress to get backlash because they're being cast for a role, who cares if she was born a man? Look at that picture, ladies. She was born to play Zelda. Like that is Zelda. And I don't care what any like it's a perfect casting. Perfect casting. I don't care what people online are saying. I don't care. As someone who is a Zelda fan, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I always look at these things, and I like to use my friend Danny. My friend Danny, who's on my podcast every week on my Storms Live podcast. Danny's a very religious person, right? But Danny never comes out on the podcast and going, "You're going to hell. You need to repent. The scriptures say this and Jesus says that." No, Danny's like, I hold my religion. And me having Danny on the panel, I respect his religion. I respect his beliefs. Just like you should respect people like Hunter Schafer. If they want to be a trans woman, then they should have every right to do so and not be held to a different standard, right? They should not have like people like backlash and say mean things to them just because they chose that lifestyle. Now, when you have a situation where people automatically say, "Oh, I have to call them a they, them," and stuff like that, that's when I kind of take a step back and like, come on, we're not being realistic here. Like, you can't be a they, them. Like, just by the definition, they and them means multiple people. If you're going by those pronouns, then you think that you have multiple people inside you, maybe multiple personality. I don't know. I just feel like that is like a mental issue. Like, I never understood the they them pronouns thing. I never understood the pronouns thing. People thinking like they them and they're a cat and they're a dog and the pronoun, like I never understood that. If you want to transition into a guy, do it. You want to transition to a girl, do it. You want to be gay, do it. You want like all that is perfectly fine. Live your life, whatever makes you happy. Perfectly fine with that. I just kind of like when you see articles and are like, you need to refer to them as like Ezra Miller. Like people will go, well, no, his name is Ezra Miller. Okay. If he wants to be a woman, then we can call him Ezra or Ezri Miller or whatever, but it's just one guy. We're not going to call him they or them. I never understood that. I believe, Bella Ramsey on The Last of Us wants to be like, I could be wrong, but I heard like she wants to be referred to as they, them. Like Bella, you're like 3 feet tall. You're one person. You are not a they or them. You're either he, she. Anyway, we're getting off the discussion here. My biggest thing is I do not care if Hunter Schafer is a trans. I do not care. When I look at this person, I think Princess Zelda. When I look at her, I think Princess Zelda. Right? And I feel like if you are an actor being hired to act in a role, your job is to make that role come to life. I never understood why Scarlett Johansson got so much negative backlash years ago when she was going to do the Rub and Tug movie. I don't think it was called Rub and Tug. It was called something like that, where she was going to play a trans character. Oh, Scarlett Johansson can't play that character because she's not really trans. You don't need to be trans to play that character. You don't need to be straight to play that character. You do not need to be gay to play that character. You are an actor. You are to act, right? I don't think Mark Hamill's really a space wizard, okay? I don't really think that Bradley Cooper is a raccoon that can talk, right? I don't care if Scarlett Johansson is not a trans in order to play a trans character. I do not care if Hunter Schafer is a trans actress wanting to play Princess Zelda. I do not care. I care. Is the actor good? Can the actor bring this role to life? And is it a good casting? In the case of Scarlett Johansson for Rub and Tug, the answer was yes, but due to the backlash, the film never got canceled or never got made. And due to this, 100% cast Hunter Schafer right now. I wrote a thing on Facebook and I said, unpopular opinion, I think this is a perfect casting. As someone who's been a fan of The Legend of Zelda for years, and absolutely love the games, Like, this is a perfect casting, and I support it 100%. That might not be the popular opinion. That's my opinion. That's Zelda's opinion. We're down with this. We're down with this. You know? And at the same time, I would not call people names who do not agree with it. Right? For the people over here and they don't agree with it and they're doing videos on it, they're entitled to their opinion. They're 100% entitled to their opinion. They don't want a trans actress playing Princess Zelda. They have the right to their opinion. I'm not going to go as far and call people bigots and transphobe and all that stuff. People are so strict with titles nowadays. Oh, you don't like this, you're a transphobe. Oh, you don't like this, you're a bigot. Like, no, they don't. That's not what they had in mind for Zelda, right? Me, as someone who's a big fan of Zelda, I looked at this and I was like, I'm down. I'm down. I'll be there day one regardless. I'll be there day one regardless. And that's just my thoughts on it, guys. That's just very simple thoughts. Nothing controversial, I hope. But yeah, as long as the movie is good, the writing's good, the acting's good, the characters play their part right. As long as they're not hitting me over the head with everyone in Hyrule is non-binary or some crazy crap like that, then I'm down with it, man. That's all I want. I want good movies, and I don't want to be hit over the head with messages. I don't care what their sexuality or gender is. It means little difference to me. I just want to see the character that I grew up with done right on screen. That's all I care about. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. Leave your comments in the comment box below. Grab your iced coffee if you got it. And I will catch you guys next time. Can't wait to see what the comment box is going to be like. It's going to be insane. Later, guys.